Good day. Today is the 18th of February 2022, and my name is Maitre Mola Alex Devolution, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Each time or each week, I come to talk about certain topical issues in connection to the Cameroons. Today, I want to talk about the Anglophone problem. Every time we talk about an Anglophone problem, a lot of people always say we are fighting for language problem. The reason being that they don't want to accept the fact that two countries came together. I mean it, two countries. A country is a territory, a population, and a political authority. I must make this clear. A country doesn't need to be independent like Scotland, which is not independent, Wales is not independent, Northern Ireland is not independent, England is not independent. All of them, they are in the United Kingdom. So I repeat, British Cameroon was a country. It has been annexed for the purpose of this conversation. Most often when you tell people that the Anglophones are being marginalized, it doesn't mean anything. You have to make your statement, your facts, to be watertight, that nobody will be able to argue about it or to say you are fighting for a colonial culture. You have to make it watertight. You must tell your detractors that the country Cameroon was not created by the indigenous people of Africa. It was made by Europeans, foreigners, France and Britain under the UN trusteeship mandate. These people have no right to come and create a country. And one important factor I would like to make, if these people never came to Africa and made those colonial boundaries, all of us would have been in our nations or our kingdom. But taking into consideration that today we are insisting that all of us, we are Cameroonians and we are one and indivisible. So we have to maintain that foreign colonial country called Cameroons. And in order to maintain that country, these two countries, La République du Cameroun and British Cameroon, they have to maintain their institution. When you talk about marginalization, somebody who was born in the Cameroons will understand this. But you have to make it clear that marginalization is not about the form of a state. Marginalization is not about federalism or confederation. You are talking about how that country was created, how one party is dominating the other party, and what is happening. We must keep on asking the La République du Cameroun dominated regime, although we have some people from British Cameroon there, we must ask them, why is it that they are using their institution, their colonial institution, and we from British Cameroon, we cannot use our institution? I'll give you an example. Something like École Normale Supérieure. It was founded and created in France in 1794. That's what they are using it and imposing it on British Cameroonians. ENAM, they have translated something they inherited from General Charles de Gaulle, a dictator. He created ENAM in 1945. Why should they translate it to NASLA and impose it to British Cameroonians? That's the point we should be asking them. They have military tribunal that was founded during the French Revolution in France in 1793. Why is it that we, British Cameroonians, they must impose all the things that they inherited in France? You have Institut Pasteur, which was created in 1888 in France. Why must they keep on imposing it? That is the problem. That is why it's not a language problem. We say, you people are using the French La République du Cameroun. You're using your name that you got on during independence. We are not using our name. You're using prefer, as they call it, SDO, unelected SDO. unelected Dio, unelected governor, things you inherited from France on us. That is the Anglophone problem. So all these things that you go about, talk about, federation, confederation, you're confusing people. It is not important. We don't need to use the word federalism. We don't need to use the word confederation. All we need to say is equal status, not special status. All we need to ask them, why are you imposing your institution on us? Our call in British Cameroon National Party is to say French institutions in La République du Cameroun, English institutions in British Cameroun. English institutions are like, we have jury system, a common law, we don't use military tribunal on civilians, and a host of other things. We need our institution. It's very important. We need equality. Equality is a necessity. It's like gravity. It's like the air we breathe. Equality must be in any country that practices democracy. We need that equality. That's what we are fighting for. So people should stop confusing about equal status with a form of a state. Even if we don't talk about the form of a state, we need equal status. We know what is happening in the United Kingdom. When you bring decentralization in a country, it's not about regions, because everybody in the regions, they have different cultures in those regions in Cameroon. Decentralization targets the various culture, not a region. In the United Kingdom, where they have decentralization, you have 4 tribes: Scottish, English, Welsh, and Northern Ireland. So the decentralization focus on the tribes. In Cameroon, the whitewash decentralization, what are they focusing on? Example, I'll give you an example. When you say Southwest should have its own decentralization, Southwest have different tribes, different culture. Decentralization focuses on the cultural aspect of the people, not a region. It's just the same like this colonial boundary that they put all of us into one country, they call it Cameroon. Part of that Cameroon is in Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and other parts of Africa. So if you want to give decentralization, you should target the ethnicity, not the region, because regions are just geographical location. Being a Southwesterner or a Northwesterner doesn't mean those people living there, they have homogeneous culture. The government must stop its whitewash and look for an immediate solution for our Anglophone problem. Thank you very much. This has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndive Lisinge. Have a great weekend. Thank you.